Okay, we're going to practice with base 11. Let's try to convert a number into base 11. 321. It's a nice number. And I'll write down some powers of 11. 1, 11, 121. And we don't need to go any further than that because, well, we get too big. 11 cubed is much bigger than 321. Now keep in mind we want to make 321 out of these. And we can use, since we're base 11, any number between 0 and 10. We can't use 11 because, well, 11 times 11, once again, would be 121. We'd have more than one way of expressing a number. Now, in order to get a single digit for 10, which actually I don't think we're going to need for this example, but we'll use the letter A for 10. This is what happens when you're trying to convert from bases bigger than, or converting to bases bigger than 10. Because you'd like a single digit to represent 10, a single digit to represent 11, and so on. For example, in hexadecimal, they do B, C, D, and so on. But for here, we'll just use A if we need a 10. I don't think we will for 321. In any case, let's ask ourselves, how many times does 121 go into 321? And the answer is going to be, well, 3 is going to be too big, right? Because then we get 363. So we'll get 2 121s. And of course, 2 times 121 is, we know, 242. And 321 minus 242, well, that would be 58 plus 21. That's 59 plus 20, or 79. Okay, so I want to make 79. And I'm trying to think how many 11s can I use without getting too big, and the answer is, well, I can use 7 11s. I can't use 8 11s. That'd be too much. So I'm using 7 11s. And what do I get? Well, that's 77, so I have 2 left I'd have to make up. So I'll toss in 2 1s. And that gives me 272. And that is how to write 321 in base 11. Now, let's try something a little different. So we tried a number in base 10, and we converted it to base 11. But suppose we have a number in base 11, and we want to convert it to base 10. So let's use the number, I don't know, let's start off with 32 in base 11. So, of course, remember our powers of 11. So we have 32 in base 11. This means 1, 2, and 3 11s. So we get 33 plus 2, which is 35. Very nice. Now let's try a different number in base 11. Let's say we have a 2A. Remembering A is our symbol for 10. So what happens here? Well, we're going to get 10 121s plus 2 11s, and then plus 10 1s. So we get 1, 2, 1, 0 plus 22 plus 10. So that's 1, 2. Well, 22 and 10 are 32. So 10 plus 32 is 42. And we just converted into base 10. Sometimes we put a little, 10 in the bottom there to show which base we're in. So you'd say that was in base 11. And these two are the same number. A2A in base 11 is 1242 in base 10. So hopefully you guys have seen how we can convert from a different base into base 10, or from base 10 into a different base.